Alright, we're back again, you guys, and this is the third video of the day. Yes, we're still inside because, of course, it's still hot outside and the air feels real good in here. Just saying. So this third video, what is it going to be about, you guys? It is about to be about cutting out the middleman. So if you guys know me, like if you know me personally, you know, like in the coupon community or flipping or swap meet sales, sidewalk sales, whatever, if you ever came to one of my sales, you know I'm a bit of a little hustler. I'm just saying. But I do not many things, but I have my hands in a little bit of everything. I'm just saying. And I'm just going to tell you a story. So basically, I would say about a week and a half ago, I decided to get on a website. Now, I've ordered off this website before, and I won't say what the website is, but it is based in China. And so you can guess there's about 5 or 6 that you can think about possibly that I could be talking about. And there was a particular product that I wanted to order. Now, here's the thing. When I get stuff, I love to go to liquidations, places going out of business, stores that are having sales, running coupons, running gift card deals, whatever the case may be. I love a good deal, and I love to buy in bulk. I love to buy in bulk. To have a particular product, like want 5 of these, 6 of these, I don't like that. I like to deal in bulk. So with that being said, I was ordering off this particular website. And this is why I always say you must be aware of what's going on globally. So, and I would like to say that I'm not the, I'm not the guru of everything, but I do like to stay aware of what's going on globally. So this particular product is basically a trending product. It's already a hot product, but I see in the future it's going to be doing a lot better, a lot more business, because it's going to be trending. The trending is gonna spike up. So I'm just trying to prepare myself and get ahead of the curve. Actually, I'm trying to get way ahead of the curve. So what I did is I went on this particular website I like to use, based out of China, and I'm looking through, I'm seeing a couple things that I like, so I'm adding them to my cart, and then I go to checkout. Now, I won't say what the price of this particular product is, but once I got to checkout, I was thoroughly, not disgusted, but I was just like, wow, shipping had really jumped up from the last time when I ordered for them, because I'm looking at it, I'm like, wow, this particular item is this amount, and then literally the shipping was this amount, and I was like, that's ridiculous. Now, with that being said, of course, it's coming from China. I will tell you that. I think I already said that. It's coming from China. They're based out of China. So, of course, I know you have to pay shipping. But since I last ordered from them, shipping has went up, and now that's where you have to be aware of what's going on globally, and tariffs and trade wars and so on and so forth. So I found that, and this was maybe about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, so I found that very, very interesting. Then I decided to say, I canceled my order actually, and my mind started going, how can I cut out the middleman, basically. And sometimes in business, I love to be the middleman. And so a lot of people, I'll just tell you something, you guys. So a lot of, well, no, I won't, because that's one of my little gems, my little personal secrets. I like to be the go-to person. If someone's looking for something, there's been plenty of times people have called me and said, hey, do you know, I always know somebody. Like, so literally, if you were to call me and say, Aisha, I need a brand new car, I'm like, oh, I know a person. My catchphrase is, oh, I know a person, I know a guy, I know a girl, I know somebody. And then I'll call them, and then I'll put them together, and then it'll be a beautiful thing that they do, whatever business. But back on track. So cutting out the middleman. So I said to myself, now, the great thing, if you guys know about LA, and I'm going to really have to get to LA, back to the garment district. I've been going to LA garment district for years. I used to go in and out of there when I was younger, probably since I was like 18 to like 20 something, till I moved to Vegas. I used to stay in LA garment district. I haven't been in such a long time, but I wanted to go maybe a couple weeks ago. Well, actually, after I figured I can cut out the middleman, because I said to myself, okay, so if you ever been to the garment district, they have a jewelry garment district, they have the shoe garment, there's just any and everything. So basically in LA, the ports are there, you guys. So when stuff comes in from China, if you didn't know, maybe I'm telling you something you didn't know, maybe you already knew this, but when stuff comes in from China, it lands at the port. So at the port, then there's the garment district right there, and all the merchandise floods into the garment district. You could buy toys, you could buy birds, animals, you could buy shoes, you could buy glasses, you can buy purses, whatever you can think of, they have it there. And then it gets distributed out to all these other mom and pop stores, Walmart, you know, things like that. So I really wanted to get down there, and I said, well, that's a way I could cut out the middleman. Why should I order something online? It's still a great deal, right? Profit would have been beautiful, but then that shipping, it was going to really cut into my profit. So then I said, well, I can just do a quick trip, a little road trip. I love a good road trip down to LA, buy a bunch of product and bring it back. And then I don't have to wait 2 weeks or a week or week and a half just to get the product, just to turn around and flip it and make money off of it. So I said that's what I was going to do. But then I took it one step further, because I said to myself, you know what, if I go to LA, yeah, I can go out to eat, have a good time, maybe party a little bit. It's been a while since I've been to LA. But I said to myself, you know what, let's take it one step further, because I'm always looking how I can cut a corner and make some money. So I said, let's do one more, let's cut it one more time. So I said to myself, well, okay, what else can I do? So I decided to go into a store, and I won't say what store it was, but basically, I don't want to pay shipping. How can I think about that? How can I get for someone else to pay shipping? There's a way. And then how can I save on gas? Because I didn't really want to drive. I did want to drive to LA, but then I didn't. I wanted somebody to roll with me so we can have a good time. Blase, little road dog, whatever. So I just thought it would be kind of interesting if I could take it one step further and keep even more profit in my pocket. And I found a way. Order online. And you're saying, well, yeah, Aisha, everybody orders online. No. You order online, and I won't say where from, and I know I'm not giving you all the gems, you guys, but I just want you to kind of do your own due diligence and kind of think, like push the envelope. So if you want to do something like, how can I get to that point? Okay, and once you get to that point, think about it again. Be like, hey, is there something else I can do to maybe cut costs and or even get more product for that same price? You get what I'm saying? So I found another way to cut costs, and actually I implemented it last week, and I'm waiting for my products to get in. And the funny thing about it is, I literally will have to drive 2 to 5 minutes to pick up my product, not all the way to LA to get my product, and I'm not paying for shipping. So it just worked out very beautifully. Sometimes when it comes to business, when it comes to business, you're so gung-ho, so quick to do something, but sometimes if something doesn't work out, I kind of fall back a little bit and kind of assess everything, and then something else, another opportunity is presented to you. So, you know, that'll say when they say when the door closes, well, sometimes the door isn't even, it's closed, but it's not locked. And sometimes the door is closed and locked, but the window's open. Sometimes the window's closed, but sometimes there's another door that's even bigger and better for you. I'm just saying. So cutting out the middleman is like my new, I've always been able to do it. And I was basically, when I say cut out the middleman, I mean like cut costs. How can I find something, get a better deal, and basically build something better and get profit, more money into my pocket. So I've been able to, and it was so funny because I thought about it when I took the first step. I'm like, why didn't I just think of this, like the LA trip? I'm like, why didn't I just go down to where the ports are and just wheel and deal? Now I don't have my old connections because this was many years ago, but I was so good to where I was going like once a week. Big shout out to all the people that know me back in San Diego, and I used to go down there, and I'll just tell you guys, I used to hustle those purses, those Louis Vuitton, those Gucci's, the hair ties, all that. I used to push all that. I would go down there, and the funny thing, I had a car back then, but I would drive down there, but sometimes I would like to take the bus down there, roll the bus down there, and then roll the bus back. And it back then it was like super cheap from San Diego to LA. Maybe it's like $15 or something, and I didn't even have to do all the driving. Is that a way to cut out costs? Absolutely. I paid $15, which is cheap, 15, 20 bucks tops. Cheaper than gas, right? And then I just came right back home with all my merchandise, and then I started flipping it. And then crazy, let me tell you guys, because I was even a hustler back then. That was back when I was like 18-ish, 20-ish. I still had a job. And back then, let me tell you, and I'll just tell you guys, back then I was working for what grocery store? Lucky's and Albertsons. And let me tell you how much I was getting paid, you guys. Back then, believe it, I'm 40, so that was over 20 years ago. I was getting paid 18, 19 bucks back then. Okay, so I had money, and of course the dollar stretched, or the dollar was worth a lot more back then. So I was living okay. Okay, 18, 19 bucks 20 years ago, and I was hustling on the side. So there's always a way to cut out the middleman. And if you don't know, align yourself with somebody that knows how. Like if you're interested in something, like for example, if you're interested in like thrifting, go to these thrifting groups on Facebook, YouTube, whatever, Instagram. Reach out to these people, ask questions. Of course, not everybody's going to answer all your questions because possibly they might not have time or they don't want to, whatever the case may be. But I believe from like, if you were to drop in the comment section down below, if you guys have a question, drop it down below and I'll answer it for you. There's been plenty of times on Instagram, I'll get direct private messages all day long. They'll ask me, okay, what's, like last year they asked me, Aisha, what's going to be the hot toy for Christmas? And I had a few. I had maybe 4 or 5 my picks. I think I did videos on it. And of course, we all saw how slow it was. It was slow for, I think, everybody across the board, but some people, of course, did better than others. But my mind is always going, what's the next trend, what's hot? And people, I've had quite a few people jump in my DM, and I told them, I would screenshot like this, look what I'm working on. And then they would tell me thank you, and I think they're my regular subscribers, they watch me all the time, but they would say thank you, and I would say no problem. And I think I remember last year some girl, and I can't remember her name, I think, or maybe I can't remember her name, but I won't tell what her name is because I don't want to tell her business. She asked me, Aisha, what's the hottest toys for Christmas? What are you working on? And I think I sent her screenshots of what it is, and she said thank you. A lot of people won't even give you that kind of information. I was like, look, let me tell you. And she, of course, she did not live in Vegas. She lived like maybe in the Midwest or something, I can't remember, or the East Coast, something I can't remember. And I said, let me tell you something about networking, creating friendships, and business. I'm all the way in Vegas, so whatever I do in Vegas, you being in the Midwest is not going to affect my bottom dollar. You know what I'm saying? There's enough money to go around for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So by me helping her, just kind of pointing her in the direction, showing her what I was working on, what was hot, so she could get a jump on the rush of everybody flooding these particular items, she was grateful, and you know, she can make some money. But then next time around, maybe I need help with something, and I call her or I text her or DM her and ask her a question, and she has no problem helping me out because I once helped her out. And that's what it's all about, you guys. People, when it comes to like competition, the only, like I've said before, the only competition I have is myself. I'm trying to outdo what I did yesterday, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, last year, 3 years ago. I'm just trying to be a better version of me every day. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to move forward and progress every day. So with that being said, I think I'm done, and I'm gonna keep this one under like 14 minutes. Cutting out the middleman, you guys. Like I said, leave a comment down below if you want. If you have a question, I'll answer it. And you know, you guys, if you see other people asking questions and you know the answer to it down in the comments, go ahead and answer the question. I'm just saying, it's a community, right? This is YouTube. So many different ways to make money. I'm just saying, so many different ways to make money, and there's enough money to go around for everybody. So yeah, so I'm gonna leave this video, like I said, under 14 minutes. I know you guys, I didn't go too hard on it. Solution, did I rant? No, I didn't really rant. I started off with, I kind of had an issue, which was the shipping from China was way too high. Well, was higher than what I was willing to pay at the time, okay? And then I found a solution, which was bouncing to LA. And then I took it one step further and found a way to order stuff and not even have to pay for shipping, and cut down on gas because I don't have to drive all the way to LA. I can drive 2 to 5 minutes and pick my items up and still make money. Beautiful profit, just saying. All right, you guys, I hope everybody has an amazing day. Go ahead and leave a thumbs up. Just leave a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if you have a question about cutting out the middleman. If I don't know the answer, I'll tell you I don't know the answer, but maybe somebody else that's watching and maybe it's in the comment section, they might have the answer. So with that being said, I hope everybody has an amazing day. I'll see you guys real soon. Just saying. Just saying. Bye.